Hi guys, welcome back to CJ's Keto Kitchen. Tonight we are going to be making a definite chocolate favorite, and that is brownies, and they are going to be keto brownies. So come along with me and let's get started. So brownies are a very popular dessert, and sometimes it's something that can be missed on the ketogenic lifestyle. So I'm going to be making keto brownies tonight, and they only have 5 ingredients, and you don't even need a mixer. So come along with me and let's get started on these keto brownies. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to be using a double boiler for this method because that is the way that I prefer. You can melt your first set of ingredients in the microwave in increments. You just need to keep an eye on it and be careful that you use a microwave safe bowl, and also be careful taking it out if you're going to be heating it. But for me, I am just going to be using a pot or pan of simmering water, and I have a steel bowl that I'm putting over the top. The water is just gently simmering. It's not at a rolling boil. The first thing that I want to put in there is a stick of butter, or 8 tablespoons. Okay, our butter is almost fully melted, so now I am going to add our sweetener. I have 3/4 of a cup of confectioner's erythritol. And I just want to whisk this and start getting it incorporated into the melting butter. The next thing that I want to add is cocoa. And I'm just using regular baking cocoa. And I'm going to put 6 tablespoons, just loosely packed, in there. And begin whisking it over the heated butter and sweetener. Just incorporating it. I'm going to turn off my heat. And we're just going to let our cocoa powder dissolve into our butter and sugar. And we're just going to let that cool off a little bit before we add our eggs. So I'm also going to add just a little squeeze of liquid sweetener, and this just helps offset the cooling of the erythritol. And you can see that your mixture is a little bit grainy, and that's okay. You don't need to be concerned. As we begin adding our eggs, it's going to smooth out. So I want 3 room temperature eggs. And I'm going to add them one at a time, stirring very well. The second one is going in. More stirring. And you can see that our batter is starting to get satiny. So we're adding our last egg. Okay, so our eggs are incorporated. Now we are going to add our flour, and I'm going to be using almond flour. And I'm going to be using a 1/2 cup. And we're just going to keep stirring this to make sure everything gets really well incorporated. Okay, it's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to add some nuts to my brownies, and this is absolutely an optional step. These are just chopped walnuts, and it's about 1/3 of a cup, and they've been chopped finely. So it's really not that much walnut, but it has been chopped significantly. You could also add some sugar-free chocolate chips if you'd like. You could put coconut in here, or you can pretty much do whatever you would like, whatever you enjoy in your brownie. And I'm just going to give that a stir with my whisk. set this aside and show you my baking dish. Now, if you find that your batter is not as smooth as you would like it to be, you can always add just a couple of tablespoons of heavy cream to help thin it out if you're having difficulties with that. That is an optional step. So I have an 8 by 8 baking dish here, and I have put parchment paper in it, and I have also sprayed it. Now I have mine held down with clips, but if you don't have clips, you'll probably still be fine, but it does make it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna pour my batter into the baking dish. All right, so I'm just gonna pour it all in, scraping my bowl to make sure that we get it all. There might be a little bit left in here for CJ to lick the bowl. I'm just going to smooth that around. Okay, so we are going to put this into our 350-degree oven. I have found that for my personal oven, it takes 22 minutes. So I would go 20 minutes and then start checking it for doneness. And I find that the best way to check this for doneness is just a toothpick inserted in. And if it comes out clean, then you know it's ready to go. And by clean, I mean it can have a slight crumb. You just don't want it to be raw in the center, because brownies, like anything else, will continue to cook a little bit after you remove them. So you actually want to go less than what you think you're going to need. But I have found that for my oven, it's 22 minutes. I also have my rack set down in the lower third of the oven for this particular recipe. Been 22 minutes. Whoops, there goes one of my clips. Okay, there they are. I'm gonna let them cool, and then I will cut them. And we'll let CJ have a yummy brownie with some cold macadamia nut milk. So there is our keto brownie. And I'm going to serve some to CJ, and he can tell us what he thinks. Hi, CJ.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
I'm good.
Good. So tonight we have brownies and cold macadamia nut milk to wash it down with.
And we are not sponsored by anyone.
No, we are not, but it happens to be good. And we had some, yeah. We totally would if you asked.
All right. So this is what, like the 4th time we made it?
I've lost track of how many times I've tried to perfect this. Just for YouTube.
You got it right.
Oh, thank you.
It's good.
Good.
It's lighter than the past. Yeah, it's good.
Chocolatey, but not knock you down chocolatey.
Yeah, it's not. Right. It's not. Yeah, before it was a little bit. I like chocolate, and dark chocolate, but
it was actually death by chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is good. This is actually probably what, when you mentioned brownies, this is what
they should taste like.
Yep. So this is good, and I think it was pretty simple.
Yes. I
was, just holding the camera.
Yes.
Because I don't do anything around here anyway, but.
Whatever.
Good job, baby.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us again tonight, you guys. We hope that you enjoyed the brownies. I know that we are going to. Please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you know when we upload new content. We have Keto Conversations on Wednesdays, and that's where we get together and we talk about different ketogenic topics on this lifestyle. Sometimes we have food unboxings, sometimes it's what we eat on keto, but it's always a nice, friendly discussion where everyone is welcome and invited. So definitely join us there. And then on Sundays, we release our new recipes. So definitely hit the notification bell so you know when that occurs. We are also on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. And we release teaser photos. We talk about foods that we have eaten in the past, foods that we are going to be making on our channel. And also that is where all of our macros, our recipe ingredients, tips and tricks, and anything else that you might need for this particular recipe, and also recipes that we have made in the past. And that is cjsketokitchen.com. preheat.com. So definitely head to our blog for all of that information. We hope that you will come back and see us again next time. And until then, be well.